Hello and welcome to Euractiv's EU Tweets of the Week. Jack Parrock here, filling in for Jennifer Baker. Football's all about money. Wow, big shock. EU has a climate law, please don't mock, and might German Greens stand a chance with Frau Baerbock? This week we're supported by Medicines for Europe. More about them later on. 12 of Europe's biggest football clubs announced they want to make a private little league this week where they only play each other to earn loads more money. They all took an absolute pasting for it, and it didn't take long before some clubs backed down. Well, that was a wild 48 hours. All 6 Premier League clubs have officially withdrawn from the Super League, said Darren McCaffrey. Henry Mance piped up, saying he's enjoying the Super League's new knockout format. While some of us were watching attentively, others were not enjoying football's Twitter takeover. And in the Brussels bubble, for some, it was all too much. After having spent months trying to understand what a pandemic is and how vaccines work, I finally feel I can talk with some confidence about the politics of it. And now I have to become an expert on football, tweeted an exasperated Camino Mortera. It's okay, it's over, Zach Myers reassured her. The Belly Monster saw the league's faults immediately. See, what the European Super League got wrong is they didn't follow the European way, he said. First, you hold a series of consultations and dialogues, then a conference or a convention, then a full legislative procedure with ratification, and only then do you change absolutely nothing. Sad to hear about this Super League business, but hope we can all put it behind us and come together to enjoy the entirely unproblematic World Cup in Qatar, Alistair Green tweeted. Yep, no question about that one either. Here in Brussels, there was a classic last-minute, middle-of-the-night rush to get a deal binding the EU to be climate neutral by 2050. It arrived in the early hours of Wednesday morning. We have a deal on the climate law, tweeted European Commission Executive Vice President Frans Timmermans at 5:05 a.m., accompanied by the kind of up-the-nose selfie your mum might send you. Eva Krakowska said, it's the 11th hour of negotiations on EU climate law. After 11 years of covering EU climate policies, I should have gotten used to late-night trilogue deals. But we never do, Eva. We never do. As expected, political reactions popped up immediately. A standard historical agreement from EPP MEP Peter Liese. True to form, the Greens thought the deal lacked ambition. Breaking EU climate law decided. Big disappointment, said Michael Bloss. Renew's Pascal Canfin said the Parliament wanted to go further, but called the deal a good compromise. The Council and the Parliament had to get the deal done before the US President's Leaders Summit on climate. Le Choux broke the news of Biden's actual plan. It involves herding humanity onto a giant train and doing loops around the globe to avoid the new ice age. First class. This week, we're supported by Medicines for Europe. You can register for their upcoming virtual summit on biosimilar medicines online. Elsewhere this week, the race to replace Angela Merkel got serious. With Annalena Baerbock, for the first time in their history, the German Greens have nominated a Chancellor candidate, said Tariq Abou-Chadi. The Greens have a real chance of leading a coalition government after the election, he continued. Merkel's own party had a pretty tumultuous time choosing their candidate. However, the leader of the CDU's sister party, the CSU, concedes, tweeted Philip Alterman. The die has been cast. Armin Laschet is the CDU-CSU's Chancellor candidate, he quoted Markus Söder as saying. The Greens are doing the opposite of the CDU at the right time, according to Diego Velasquez. Even on the choice of candidates, they feel like a credible alternative. Well played, he said. And John Cotter proved there's always a Eurovision analogy to be found in anything. Remember when Ireland won 3 times in a row in the 90s, and then there was a rumour we intentionally lost it so we wouldn't have to host it again? Bringing this up because the CDU has decided to put Armin Laschet forward as their candidate, he said. And Stefan Fischer helped us all out with some German election season vocabulary. In German, the process of choosing the next Chancellor candidate within a political party is called Kanzlerkandidatenfindungsprozess or Kanzlerkandidatinnenfindungsprozess. Why didn't Twitter catch on in Germany? Asked Martini Selzmeier. That's all for this episode. Jennifer will be back with you next week for more snarks and larks in the Brussels Twitter sphere. Ta-ra!